looping means what? What is mean by loop?
Ma'am, loop is like statement in which the like operating is continuously going on without
Okay.
end.
Yes. So in real life, looping means we're doing one thing again and repeatedly, right? So in programming also, what happens many times there is requirement that we need to perform the same statement again and again. And for this, generally, if loops are not there, then continuously we need to print the same statement. Suppose if I want to print good morning 10 times, then what I will do? I will write document.write-ln good morning, document.write-ln good morning. Likewise, I will write the statement for 10 times. But it increases the complexity of the program. So for this reason, JavaScript has provided us with loops. And loops are nothing but the statement which perform or which prints the statement as per your requirement. Okay? Am I audible to all of you?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Now, in looping statement, first loop that we are going to see is for loop, F-O-R, for. Then second loop we have while, W-H-I-L-E. So we have only two loops. Actually in programming you have 5 to 6 types of loop, but here in JavaScript, in your syllabus at least, we have only two loops, that is for loop. Now, can you see for loop on the screen?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So we will start with the for loop. For loop, this is a loop which executes the statement as long as condition becomes true. Now, what is mean of this statement? We'll see later. So just remember that this loop executes statements as long as condition becomes true. Now control comes out of the loop when the condition becomes false. Means what? The condition, till the condition is true, the loop will execute the statement. But whenever the condition will become false, it will come out of the loop. Now, how, I will tell you later. Benefit of for loop is that it combines initialization, condition and loop iteration in a single statement. Now, you can see the syntax on the screen. First, we will write for, that is keyword. It is a keyword in JavaScript. Then here you have to write initialization. Means the variable which you need to iterate, the statements which you need to iterate, it should be initialized. Means what? It should start with 0, 1 or any number. Then condition, till where you need to print this statement. Means if you want to print this the statements 10 times, then in condition part you will write the statement that is a less than equal to 10. And then iteration means what? Every time you need to update the variable. Means either you need to increment the variable or decrement the variable. Increment means what? Increasing the value of variable, and decrement means decreasing the value of variable. Now, please remember the syntax. Syntax will be asked for 2 marks in exam. So, syntax for loop is for initialization, then semicolon, condition, semicolon, iteration, and then open curly bracket. And in open curly bracket, you will write the statements which you want to print. Now, first I will show you program so that it will become easy for you. Can you see the program on the screen?
Yes, ma'am.
Now see, as usual, we have started our program with doc type HTML, then head, then title, then slash it. Then body tag, as we are using scripting language, so we will add script tag like yesterday already we have used. Then here I have declared one variable, that is var a. Here I have used for. Now, as numbering starts with 0 in programming, generally what happens, numbering in real life starts with 1. But in programming, always numbering starts with 0. So, A equal to 0. Now, here I want to print this good morning statement 6 times, right? So, 6 times means what? From 0 to less than equal to 5. Just count 0, 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5, right? So it will become 6 times. Now here you can see the condition, that is a less than equal to 5. Now less than equal to means what? Till a become 5, this statement will execute it. Am I right, everybody? Have you understood?
Yes,
Yes,
ma'am.
ma'am.
See, these first two statements are nothing but the starting and ending of the, you can say, iteration. So, yes. Then next to it, every time we need to update it by 1. So, a plus plus stands for a equal to a plus 1. Okay. A plus plus means what? The value of variable a will be incremented by 1 every time. So this a plus plus is called as increment or incrementation of variable a. So instead of writing a plus plus, you can write a equal to a plus 1 also. Okay, is that clear?
Yes, ma'am.
So
Yes, ma'am.
again I will explain this. A will initially a is 0, then after a 0, it will get inside the loop. It will print the first good morning statement. Then a plus plus will be done, that is a will become 1. Now it will check for the condition. If 1 is less than 5, yes. If condition is true, it will again go inside the loop and it will print the good morning statement. Now again, value of a will be incremented by 1, that is a will become 2. If 2 is less than 5, yes, it will check the condition. If the condition is true, it will again print the good morning. Then likewise, it will iterate the loop till a equal to 5, right? For a equal to 5, again it will print the statement good morning. Again it will take a plus plus means what? 5 will become 6. Again 6 is less than equal to 5. No, the condition is false. And at this stage, it will become outside the loop. Have you understood, all of you? If no, please ask me immediately. Have you understood the execution of this block?
No,
Yes.
from that document wala thing.
Okay, document means nothing. See, it will just print the statement. As this loop will execute, means as the value of a will change, it will print this statement. See, if a is 0, it will check for the condition. 0 is less than equal to 5. Yes. If condition is true, it will become here. It will get inside the loop. Inside loop, what we are doing? We are writing the statement good morning, right? Again, after good morning, again it will move to the upper part of the loop, that is a plus plus. Now a will become 1. It will check for the condition. If 1 is less than equal to 5, yes, condition is true. So till this condition is true, the program will execute these statements only. And whenever this condition will false, means a will become 6, that time we will come out of the loop and it will end this program. Is that clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Pakka, have you understood,
Ma-
all of you?
Ma'am,
Yes?
ma'am, like how we have to present the result of this? Like
Yes,
how
I
we
will.
have to write?
So see, the result will be what we are printing on this screen document dot write good morning, right? So the same statement will be printed 5 times. My program requirement is what? I want to print this good morning statement 6 times. So instead of writing this document dot write good morning 6 times, what I am doing, I am writing this statement inside the for loop. So I will show you output now. Okay, can you see the good morning statement?
Yes, ma'am. Yes.
How many times it has printed? I think 6 times. But now see, I want this good morning statement every time on the new line. So what I will do, I will use here ln. Ln stands for new line. So every time the good morning statement will be printed on the new line. Here if I change it, if I make it 4, so how many times good morning will be printed? From
5.
0 to 4. Yes, means total 5 times, right? So as you will change this statement, it will change the printing the number of times the given statement. Now if I am writing 2, so it will print the statement how many times? 0, 1, 2 means 3 times, right? Here this is initialization of the variable, means the loop will start for executing 0, means here 0 means 1, right? So first then it will check for the condition, means 0 is less than 2. If yes, it will get inside the loop and it will print the given statements. Then after executing this statement, it will increment the value of the variable. After incrementing, it will check for the condition that again incremented value is equal to or less than, or it satisfies the given condition. Then it will move inside the block. Likewise, it will iterate the given statement till this condition becomes false. Is that clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Now I will again execute this program. Okay, I think I have used ln in that program. Okay, so see, you can see good morning 3 times because I have changed the value of variable a. Okay, now we will see another program. Suppose we will start with doc type, then HTML. We have already HTML, so we can take head, then title. Title we will give the suppose name of the loop, that is for loop slash. Am I audible to all of you?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
We will use body tag. In body tag we will use script tag, right? Now what we will do, we will print 1 2 3. Okay, 1 to 10. So suppose here I will take one variable I, then for loop. Now if you want to print it from 1, then initialize the value of I with 1. If you want to print it from 0, you can write 0. Then this is what initialization of the variable. Then semicolon. Till which value you have to print, so you will write in condition part. Suppose I will write I less than equal to 10, right? Now every time if you want to increment the value of variable by 1, then you will write I plus plus, right? Then for printing statement we have document dot write ln. You can directly write I over here because you need to print the value of I. Then close curly bracket. Then close this script tag. Close body tag and close HTML tag. Okay, is there any doubt in this for loop?
No, ma'am.
No, ma'am.
I will save this program now. For one dot HTML. Can you see 0 to 10 on the screen?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Now here I think this browser is not supporting ln function. So what we will do, we will write /n. /n is also used to print the given statement on the new line. So here I will write, you need to write in double quotes. So we will write /n in double quotes and we'll check. And plus is called as concatenation operator, because with every the cursor will be on new line with value of I. So again, maybe in on your browser it may work. You will just check. /n is also not working over here. So you can try it on your browser, maybe it will work. Okay. So till here, is there any problem, any doubt in this program?
No, ma'am.
All of you? You can use BR
No,
tag
ma'am.
also over here. BR tag is also used for this, na? To print the statements on the new line. So we will use break tag over here. We'll see. Instead of using here, we will use at the end.
We can use the BR tag outside also, no?
No, not outside, because see here we are writing the programming language code, right? And we are using HTML code, so you need to add this code or this tag inside the function. Okay, so we will try over here. It will work definitely. After I means after every time, after printing the value of I, we want the cursor on the new line. See, you can see on the screen. Okay, can you see 0 to 10? Every number on
Yes,
new
ma'am.
line.
Yes.
So instead of using ln or /n, you can directly use BR tag. So now here what I have done, I have incremented the value of I by 1. But if you want to print even numbers, so even number is present after every alternate number, right? So you can write here I equal to I plus 2. So what will happen? First, value will be 0. Is 0 less than 10? Yes, it will become inside the loop. It will print the value of I as 0. Then it will move to the increment part, that is I equal to I plus 2. Means 0 equal to 0 plus 2 will become 2. It will check 2 is less than equal to 10. If yes, then again it will get inside the loop and it will print the value of I as 2. So likewise, the loop will iterate till the value becomes 10. Now I will show you output again. So what it will print? 0, 2, 4, 6, 8, right? Okay, can you see? 0, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. All of you can see?
Yes, ma'am.
Ma'am.
Now if I want to print odd number, can anybody tell me what changes should I made?
+1.
Plus 1, is it? Now here you need to, because see all
I
the,
into 2 plus 1.
no, here what we will do, odd number starts with 1, so we will make it 1. I initializing value of I, we will make it 1. So now it will be easy for you. After 1 it will print 1 plus 2 is 3, then 3 plus 2 is 5. So likewise you can print the odd number, just change the initial value of the I. Now I will show you output. Okay, can you see all odd numbers on the screen?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, any problem, all of you till here?
No, ma'am.
All of you, I am asking to all of you.
No, ma'am.
No, ma'am.
So this is about the for loop. Now we will see while loop. The another loop in JavaScript is while loop. Just a little changes here. See, the difference in between while loop and for loop is what? Here in for loop, initializing statement, that is I equal to 1, condition statement, that is I is less than equal to 10, and the increment or decrement, that is I equal to I plus 2. So these all three statements are written in on only one line. But in for loop, we need to divide these three statements in different statements. But before that, let me show you one more form of for loop. Now here I have used only I equal to I plus 1. But if I want to decrement the value, suppose means if I want to print the values in reverse order, that is I equal to I minus 2, then what we need to do here, also we need to change the values. So in reverse order means what? Initial value of I will be 10, right? And the condition will be 10 to 0, right? Means we are decrement the value. So first the initial value of the variable should be the greater from where you need to print. So 10, then every time you need to check I is less than equal to 10. No, here also the condition will be changed as I greater than equal to 0 and I equal to I plus 2. Now here how it will execute, see, suppose I equal to 10, right? Is 10 greater than 0? Yes. What it will
Yes.
print? It will print the value as 10. Now next to it, now I equal to I minus 2 means 10 minus 2 will become 8, right? Again it will check for the condition. 10 is greater than equal to 0? Yes. Now it will print the value as 8, right? After 10 it will print 8. Now again I equal to I minus 2 means what? 8 will become 6. 6 is greater than 0? Yes. So again it will print the value as 6. So have you understood the execution in reverse order? Yes or no?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Others?
Yes, ma'am.
So for printing the numbers in reverse order, you need to just change the loop. Initializing value will be the last value which you need to print. Then here also the operator will change, the instead of less than you should write greater than, as it is in reverse order, so you need to reverse whole statement. Now I will show you output also. Okay, can you see it? 10 at 6420.
Yes, ma'am.
So likewise, you can also print odd numbers in reverse order. So all these programs you need to write in your notebook. Now we will move forward to our while loop. Yes, sorry. Now here in while loop, first I will show you the syntax from our textbook so that it will be easy for you. Okay, till that time you can ask me doubt if you have any.
Ma'am, can we declare the variable in the for loop?
Yes, you can declare variable in the for loop, that we are also going to see in next session. Because in today's session I am taking just the basics of the loop. But there are many variations in the loop that we will see in next session, right? In next session we are going to write functions also. Have you read yesterday the PDF of the book? Have you gone through?
Yes, ma'am.
Do you have any doubts, those who have read?
No, ma'am.
I think only Sanskriti have read the book. Okay. The for loop. So please go through this for loop again once. So this program we will see in next session because it is something different. Now you can see for loop, while loop. Can you see on the screen?
Yes,
Yes,
ma'am.
ma'am.
Okay, so here see initialization statement, then condition and statement block. These two statements are divided into multiple parts. In for loop, we are going to write it in a single line, but here in for loop, we have to divide this statement as per our program requirement, right? So syntax will be initialization, semicolon, then while, it is again a keyword, then in parenthesis you will write the condition, then in curly bracket open, then write down the statement block. Statement block means what? The statements which is to be executed after writing this code, and then close curly bracket. Okay, now we will see the same program in while loop format. I will change the same code. So here already I variable is declared. So we need to just initialize it with 0. So that this statement will become as initialization statement, right? Now here, instead of this, we are writing while loop. Then here we will write the condition. I will remove this statement. So it will become equal to 10. Okay. So have you understood? This is your initialization statement. This is your condition statement. Till here, any doubt, all of you?
No, ma'am.
No. No.
Okay. Now only the one statement is remaining, that is increment or decrement. So after writing this block, means after writing the statements, you will write I plus plus, or you can write I equal to I plus 1. So all the three statements are covered, which we have already used in for loop. This is your initialization statement, this is your condition statement, and this is your increment or decrement. Is that clear to all of you?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes.
Yes, ma'am.
So here I will change the name of the program. Please do the practice of these programs at home, even writing also. And please try to execute, if you have time, try to execute on computer also. So this is our while loop. It will show the same output, right? Because only we have changed the loop, we have changed the syntax of the loop. Other things, the logic is same. Okay, so can you see 0 to 10 on the screen?
Yes.
So likewise again, as we have seen in for loop, that we have changed, we have seen different forms of loop. You can change. So if I want to print in reverse order, here I will initialize the variable value with 10. Then here, what change do I have to make? I greater than equal to 0, and instead of here I plus plus, I will make it I minus minus. Now I minus minus means what? I minus minus means I equal to I minus 1, right? Decrementing the value of given variable by 1. So I minus minus is again the short form for the statement. Again, if I execute this program, it will show the output as 10 to 0. Okay, can you see output on the screen? All of you, can you see the output?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so now I think here we have seen the basic form of the program, a basic form of the looping statement. Loops are used to avoid repeated or looping statements are help us to print the statement in very simple manner, which you need to print repeatedly in your program. So instead of writing these statements n times, you can embed this statement in simply loop, whether it is for loop or whether it is while loop. So it becomes simply, and it avoids the complexity of the program. Okay. Any question from your side? Still for this session, 4 minutes are remaining. Any doubt, you can ask me. Any doubt, all of you?
No, ma'am.
Okay,
No,
so
ma'am.
can we take next form, or for today we'll stop? You tell me what to do.
Stop.
मैम आज के लिए बस.
Anyways, I am giving you assignment. So you will write all the programs that we have seen today, all the forms of program, right? I think we have seen 4 programs of one type, 4 or 5. So for both the loops, you need to write, means total 10 programs you need to write today in notebook. Okay, apart from these programs, I will you need to write the note on for loop and while loop with syntax. Okay, today's programs are not there anywhere in the textbook, right? In textbook directly they have given very difficult program. So first we have seen for loop के कितने forms देखे हमने? देवांश, संस्कृति, राजनंदिनी, how many programs we have seen for loop? I think 5 programs, right? Am I audible? Am I audible to all?
For loop.
Sorry?
5 to 6 examples we have seen of for loop.
Yes, for loop. So similar, same programs you need to write for this also, for while loop also.